Hello, crafty friends. Creative Juice by Lonnie back on Monday with you for Christmas time. We're ready to enter into the season and get crafting with the season. Um, First things first, let's do a little bit of public service announcement. Anybody read this book? This is an old classic Christmas book from my youth, found it at Desert Industries for 50 cents. Many years ago, and I just finished reading it to my grandkids because I knew that the movie was coming out. So Cody and I went on Saturday night and went to this movie, and it is the cutest little movie. It's going to become a Christmas classic for certain. So if you see it in your theaters, take your kids, take your grandkids. You're going to love it. So cutest little movie. That brings us into the Christmas season, and it really does remind us of the true meaning of Christmas. Hopefully you'll enjoy that as much as we did. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about one of my favorite little bundles in the catalog, in the mini catalog, I should say, and it's called Christmas Labels. The Christmas Labels bundle includes a photopolymer stamp set with all of these sentiments and 4 beautiful little decorated labels that we can use. Now, one thing that I will tell you is I know StreamYard, the company that I use for my live videos here, is having a problem with names. So as you're coming in, I see people saying hello, hello. I'd love to know who it was, but all it says is Facebook user. So hello, tell me your name as you come in today too. So I know who's watching and I can imagine you crafting along with me. Let's change to a larger screen. There we go. So you can see it a little bit better. Hello, Anne. Oh, it's fun to have you here today. I can see that there's a couple people. We're going to show a couple of tips and techniques using these beautiful little labels today. I hope that it will be helpful. And good news, on the 13th through 15th of November, 2024, if you're watching this live or right thereafter, we're having a sale on bundles. It's our seasonal sale, I believe. Bundles are usually 10% off when you bundle the stamps and the dies together, but this bundles will be 20% off for those days. This one is in low inventory right now, so you may not want to wait until the sale. You still get 10% when you bundle them together, but there you go. And then Carlene and Elaine are here too. Thank you so much. They're usually very, very good to come and join me, and I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm just moving a couple of things around. It's been a busy morning, and my craft desk looks like many of yours does, I'm sure. A little bit of a mess, right? Okay, we're going to start with making a cute little card from the gold and green paper, designer series paper, which is just gorgeous. I don't think I have a sample to show you. That's kind of an oversight on my part, but I'll show you the actual papers, some of them. So you've got these gorgeous gold accents and some bells. It would be perfect for weddings, so you could use this for a wedding after the season is over. One side has all of the gold accent, and then the other side has lots of greenery, different styles of greenery. So I've taken 3 little pieces. I should have changed the sizes a bit, but this one is 3 3/4 by 1 3/4 inch. And then the others are 3 3/4 by 1.5 inches. And they just fit nicely on the front of a card layer, a basic card layer, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So we're going to put them on here like this. See that? Cute. By the way, the All Designer Series paper will also be on sale during our seasonal sale. So if you are just getting your Christmas cards started or need some updated, beautiful paper, now's your chance on the 13th through the 15th at Creative Juice by Lonnie. I thought it was all I better check on that. Anne's probably correcting me, but I thought it was all of them. Maybe you check, Anne, and let me know, because I appreciate you checking that, because I thought it was all bundles. I could be mistaken. Could be just the ones in the annual catalog, in which case run now and grab the Christmas labels before they sell out. So before I put this onto my card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5 folded in half, I am going to create a little label. And I think I'm going to do it. Yes, I am going to do this one. What should we put on it today? Let's see. Whoa, making a mess over here. Really, really, really. I want to use this label because I'm going to show you a little technique with this particular label. I've got my Mossy Meadow. No. Now if I can find out what I did with my stamp set. Oh, it's right underneath there. Here we go. Let's do Be Merry. That looks like a cute one. I think we'll use that one. Be Merry. Seems fitting for the season. So you could cut out your label first, or you can stamp first. I'm going to stamp first, then bring in, put away my Mossy Meadow ink pad, bring in my mini cut and emboss, and line up my words right like that. Carefully put on our top piece right here. It is all bundles. Yay! Isn't that awesome? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. I'm glad, because I was like, that's perfect timing. Oh, it slipped a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, you're going to get the idea. Even though it's a little bit off, I could do it again. I have time. Since I was a little bit late today, I apologize, saying hello and goodbye to my in-laws. We're going to do one more. We'll cut it out this time first, and then stamp so it doesn't slide inside. Oh, you guys, if you could see the piles. So I told you one of my favorite Christmas stories, and one of my new favorite Christmas movies, the best Christmas pageant ever. What's one of your favorite movies for Christmas time? Okay, we're going to restamp that so that it's kind of in the center, because, stamping is not a perfect art, but we do want to have it at least look nice. So there we go. Be Merry right in the center. So the fun thing about this little piece is that it has some slits here that you could use to thread your ribbon through. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my wild wheat. This is called wild wheat rustic striped ribbon, and it's wild wheat, which is a really close color to gold, the closest color we've ever had to an actual shiny gold. It is not shiny, but it works really well with it. So right here, I could put this like all the way around, and then tie my ribbon. So I'm going to put a little bit of some dimensionals underneath my tag now that my ribbon has been threaded through, just to hold it in place. There we go. I want it to stay right there. I want the tag not to be moving around, so we'll secure it down. Then we'll just tie a little, maybe. I may need a little more. Give myself a little bit more ribbon here. So this would be a very easy card. You wouldn't even have to thread it through. You can just put it behind, but I really like the fact that it kind of looks like it's just threaded right through. So hence, that's what we're doing today. Okay, and I do want my bow to kind of go up and down, so we'll turn it this way and make sure that it's sort of perpendicular here. Use my nice ribbon scissors. All right. Let me see. Anybody have a favorite Christmas movie? I haven't seen any yet pop up, so tell me. Another one that I loved from last year was on, I think it was on Amazon, and it was with, oh, Spirit. Is it Spirited? What was that one with uh, Will Ferrell and, oh, what was his name? Oh, it was so good. It was so funny. And it was a musical. I love musicals. Best Christmas Pageant Ever is not a musical, the new movie, but it is fantastic. Okay, so there's our first little card with a little gold, kind of fun, and you can use that little tag. Now, not only do these sentiments fit in it, but many of our other sentiments do fit into them. So if you have a sentiment stamp set, you may be finding that these beautiful labels will fit your other sentiments as well. Okay. Next, we're going to make one with this paper. This is Sentimental Christmas paper. I have a balmy blue layer, same size as my Mossy Meadow one here, 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a 3 3/4 inch square and a 3 1/2 inch square of the Sentimental Christmas paper. So we'll just kind of, you could emboss this if you wanted to, but I don't even need to emboss it. Oh, I don't want to put it down yet. Do I? I want to put this on first. All right, we've got, this is just a another easy, and I'm using all of these because not only are the designer series paper and the bundles on sale, but ink pads are also on sale the 13th through the 15th in our seasonal sale. I believe they're 10% off as well. Okay, let me fold my card in half. So we're pretty close to this one. I'm going to this time, and if you know me, you know that I love a good ribbon. Jim Carrey as the Grinch, of course, and A Christmas Story is another absolute must. You can't even have Christmas if you don't watch Christmas Story. You'll shoot your eye out, right? We're going to make a faux bow this time. So just add a little bit of adhesive to the back of your card front. Fold it around so you've got it on the back like that. Then you don't waste very much. You don't have you're saving a little bit of your ribbon. All right, so we've got our card front sort of made. Very simple, classic card design. Let's set that aside for just a moment while we do our label. This time I want to do this label. So bringing in my white. I think I'm going to stamp this one in. I should do it in red, but I think I'm going to try it in blue. Let's try it in blue. And we'll do Merry Christmas. Oh, no, let's do Celebrate the Holidays in All the Ways. So a couple of these sentiments are designed to fit nicely into this label. Here's Celebrate the Holidays in All the Ways. Oh, yeah, I think that's going to look nice on there. And can you see how the sentiments fit right inside those little pieces right there? I'm going to cut this down a bit to fit into my mini cut and emboss. One more time through the cut and emboss, and hopefully it won't slip. Okay, get it all. Okie dokie. Now, one of the fun things about this little label, or any of the labels you could do, I am going to take a piece of red, and I thought I had a small one right here. That might work. Let's see. Oh, just barely too small. Okay, let's do this one. We'll do a, we're gonna make another one out of, this is actually cherry cobbler, so it's slightly darker than my real red that's on my card. I do have the Grinch memorized, not the Jim Carrey version, but the classic version, and can quote it verbatim. So you could take a second piece like this and cut it in half with your scissors like this, and then make a little background on it. So you've got a little mat, just like that. So that's one way to kind of extend the use of your dies. I'm going to cut off the points so they don't stick out. I am recycling some of my old paper, so we can use all sides of the paper. That just gives it a little shadow or a little mat behind that. Celebrate the holidays in all the ways. And then you can put it onto your card with some dimensionals. You could add some more ribbon, but I think this is actually going to be just enough. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you like this one too. Very simple. Just you don't have to do any coloring of your stamps. You're just letting these labels kind of be the main focus. There we go. So you've got just a simple card there, simple card using our designer series paper and a bundle. Love that. Okay, let's do another one. So there are, as I said, there's 4 labels in here. We're just going to kind of spotlight. Hopefully after the video, I will make one that uses this one, but I did not have enough time to get it ready. So let me show you a couple of tips about this fun one. This one I like to call this a filigree, has some filigree on it. So when you cut this one out, finding my paper, there we go. Bring it back in. When we cut this one out, you may have some pieces that are sticking into the details of the die. And I'll just show you a couple of fun things to do with this. So when you pull it out, you can see all those little pieces. They may or may not come out. You may want to run this through twice. So you may put it through your cut and emboss machine twice. Let's just see if that helps a little bit, especially if your plates, like mine, are very used and well loved. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, that comes out even easier. But now you may have some of them that are caught in your die. So keep one of your kit boxes, could be a paper pumpkin kit, could be a regular kit, and you can put this into this box and roll with your take your pick tool attachment that has the little brush die that pushes all of the little pieces out, and that comes out nice and clean. And if this does not come out as clean, because there are lots of little details in this die, you can roll it on the front through the little holes, or you can use this end of your take your pick die and push out any little extra pieces that may remain. And it's all contained here inside your box. So then you can just dump out your box into the garbage and you're ready to craft some more. All right, so this one has a couple that really go nicely across the front of it. For instance, this Winter Wishes, we'll just stamp that. I found it. It's kind of slanted or italicized and really does fit nicely right in there. So we're going to use that with Balmy Blue as well, just to show you. how that, and I didn't even stamp it straight, but it's okay. It still looks good. It doesn't have to be straight. It goes diagonally, but it looks beautiful. You can also make layers with this one. So let's say you wanted to have a gold filigree on the back, and then you can just lay a piece of about 1 3/8 inch wide strip of cardstock across the front, and then just chop it off from the back side like this. If it's leaning over, there you go. And then you can emboss on that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that little idea. Now let's say that you didn't want to see through the filigree to whatever was on the back, but you wanted it to be red or cherry cobbler in this case. This is what I have found works really well. Is that you're going to take this punch. This is called, I think this is called the gall. I should have known this punch. Okay, I'll have to get it. I'll let one of my team members tell me what it's called. Modern punch? I don't even remember. And you can punch it out twice. And even if the other page, like this piece of scrap of cardstock is not going to get the whole thing, you want one side to be complete, the top or the bottom. And then watch this. This is the greatest little tip that I just love for being able to have a background behind it. You just take that and you're going to have two little pieces that poke up right here, but it almost looks like it's just a little layer for it. You can make it bigger, I guess. If you wanted it to be even bigger, you could let it stick out even higher. But now you have that red that shows through the filigree. Very easy, and two of them fit just nicely. Kind of gives it a little layer. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. I love that. So you've got that one, Peace on Earth. And these would make the most adorable little tags too. One of the other fun things about this die is that it does again have a slit at the top and the bottom. So here is one that I've just taken and done. I've embossed in white on black, and then I put it on a very vanilla. I did a very vanilla background. Just used our large check ribbon to run it right through. Put a couple of dimensionals on here to keep this in place, this tag in place. And isn't that the most adorable little gift box? And that could go clear into, this would be perfect for, like I said, a wedding, or this could be a great Valentine gift. Doesn't even have to have red on it. So I loved that little tip right there. So you're going to find so many ways to use this bundle. I think it's kind of one of those necessary, must-have bundles of the year. This is one of them. And yeah, those are my ideas for you today. So some tips and techniques that you can use again you can just put them straight onto your card. You can thread them through. You're going to have a lot of fun times, a lot of fun projects that you could use for packaging, for gifting, for cards. I hope that will be giving you some ideas. And again, make sure that you shop. Starting on the 13th, I appreciate all of my customers who allow me to serve them and order from me. Thank you so much. And when you order from me, that gives me the opportunity to come back and show you more ideas, because I have just always fun ideas to share with you. All right, we'll see you next Monday here on Creative Juice by Lonnie. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. We'll see you then.